Hello there and welcome back to the channel. In today's video I am talking about the latest update DJI have just released for the DJI Crystalsky monitor. Now they pushed this update late on Friday and they haven't actually even put the release notes up yet on the DJI website. However, it is available to download for both the Crystalsky 7.85 and the 5.5 inch model, and when you put it on Wi-Fi it'll pop up and say new version detected, version 02.06.06.00, and there are some good features in this update people have been waiting for. The first is it now supports the Phantom 4 Pro version 2, so if you wanted to use the Phantom 4 Pro version 2 with your Crystalsky, you couldn't up until today, however you now can. Secondly, they have updated the Go apps, which means it now supports POI for the Inspire 2, and that is something people have been waiting for quite some time. Whilst you have to be on the latest firmware for it to work, officially, you did not have the app on the Crystalsky monitor until now. However, if you do update, it will update the app to version 4.2.16, and that means you get POI. Alongside the POI, you also get the offline maps mode back. Now this is something DJI took away a while back because they changed the map provider. They used to use Google Maps, they then moved over to Here Maps, and they've now switched over to Mapbox. And whilst they were doing those switches, we didn't actually have the offline map mode. However, it is now back in this update, but it does not work quite the same as it did before, and I will come on to that a little bit more in a minute. The last thing they have done with this update is optimize temperature control logic to improve the Crystalsky's performance in high temperatures. Now, I myself have not had any issues. However, some people have mentioned that their Crystalsky devices have been getting really hot and not working properly. Now, as I said, I haven't had it, but if you have had it, hopefully this update will resolve that for you. Before I move on to the offline maps, I'm going to talk about POI very quickly. Now, I can't really demonstrate it in this video fully because it's dark outside and I can't fly. However, they have brought it back for the Inspire 2. We've been waiting for it pretty much since it's released, and it works very similar to the way it did before on all of the DJI models. However, they have added one nice new feature. Whereas before you could only do it by flying over the thing you wanted to circle, hit center of POI and then fly out and tell it to go round, the new option also allows you to select the POI on the map. So you can tap a point on the map with your finger and that will note the center point of the POI for you. So whilst we have been waiting for it for a long time, that little bit of addition is nice to have alongside the POI feature. Now I'm going to take you through how the offline maps mode works, because it is actually a little bit different than it was before. The first thing you need to do is go into the offline maps menu, and it is where it was before under the three lines in the top right hand corner, and you can see that offline map is showing here. We click on that and it takes you into the offline map screen, which shows you an overall map of the world. Now on the old system, the way it worked was you would click down the box to the area that you wanted, select it, and it would download it. However, on this new system, what you actually have to do is navigate to the area you wish to download. So I'm going to scroll over towards the United States, and I'm then going to zoom in, and what you will see is as you zoom, a little square box will appear, and that is the area of the map it's going to download. Now as I go in, you can see that the box is starting to appear in the middle, and as I go in closer and closer it becomes bigger. Now this box is fixed in size. I can't actually change it. All I'm actually doing is zooming in and out or moving the map around that box to be able to find the area that I want to download. So if I go further up and try and find something, what's that there, we're gonna download that area there, and once I found the area that I want to do, you simply click download, and then it will ask you to name the area you wish to download. Now it'll automatically put in a random name called region and the number of regions you've already done. I'm going to leave it at that for the sake of this, but you could change it if you wanted to. You would then click yes, and then it will begin to download a map of that area. Now As I mentioned just now, you can't actually change the size of that box. You are simply moving the map and zooming the map to fit the area you want within the box. However, I have found that it does download an area bigger than you are seeing there. So don't worry. If you think, oh, well, that's not big enough. Well, first of all, it will download an area slightly larger. But secondly, you could then go in and download another chunk of the area as well to give you a larger overall picture. Once the map has downloaded, it will come up and say region downloaded successfully, and that is done in the background and you don't need to do any more. If you wanted to have a look at what regions you've already downloaded or what you've done, you can click this little icon in the top right hand corner again, and it will show you the names of the regions you've downloaded, and when you click on them it will show you a picture of that area on screen, so you can actually see what you have done in the past. And it is as straightforward as that. Once the area is downloaded, you can then go back into DJI Go 4 and you are then able to bring up that area within the Go app under the map screen. What I have found from time to time is if you do download an area and the map screen doesn't show, what you might need to do is click on the menu within DJI Go, go into your Crystalsky menu, close the Go 4 app, reopen the app again, and then those downloaded maps will work. Overall, that is pretty much it on how to use the offline maps mode, which has come back with the latest version of firmware on the Crystalsky. And that is it for this video. Overall, this is a nice update from DJI. We've been waiting for the support for the P4 Pro version 2.0. It's really good to have offline maps back, and while it doesn't work quite the same way it did before, it's still a very useful feature. The only other thing to really be aware of with offline maps is it doesn't download satellite view. It only works with map view, the two-dimensional map view, not satellite view itself. Thank you very much for watching this video. Please do subscribe to the channel. There are some links in the description to this video if you would like to support the channel, and I will do another one again soon.